Refreshing stories. My name is Hiroshi. I work at a company that's involved with bodybuilding and fitness-related work. My main job is the development and sales of health food products, such as soy milk cookies and soy powder. But we've also expanded into multiple other health-related businesses, such as gyms, spas, the management of health lands, and so on. I work in the planning department of the headquarters of that company. Perhaps it's because we all work in this industry, but all of my colleagues are very health-conscious people. I'm no exception, and I put more effort into my own health management than most people, to the point where I order special tomato juice made overseas and import it personally. Alright, and with that, I finished the order for next month's supply.
Hey, come on, Hiroshi. You're buying that super expensive juice again?
You don't understand. It's true that the price is pretty up there, but in return, there's a really high concentration of lycopene and GABA, and it actually tastes really good.
That may all be true, but...
Well, once the product arrives, I'll let you drink some too, Manami. Then you wouldn't mind, right?
Really? Oh, Hiroshi, what am I supposed to do with you?
But come on, I mean, you love health foods yourself, too.
That's true.
I started living with my girlfriend, Manami, about 1 year ago. Manami is also a super health nerd, and in our apartment, there's a mountain of health food products that are comparable to mine, since we're both health conscious of ourselves and each other, so we got along pretty well. This tomato juice really is the best. But then one day, as I was drinking said tomato juice at the office... Oh, what the heck, Hiroshi? Are you drinking juice at work? That's going to be bad for your health drinking stuff like that. No. Forget being bad for your health. If anything, this one is extremely good for you. Huh? What does that even mean? What I'm drinking is tomato juice. Plus, it's a special one made overseas. Tomato juice. That's all just for show anyway. I bet it's full of sugars and artificial colors and preservatives. Isn't it? This guy is my colleague, Taruyama. He's extremely knowledgeable when it comes to health-related facts, but as you can see, he's quite the metabolic guy, and very far from healthy himself. He's always tried to pick on me, and he's a really annoying guy. No, this one's made of 100% tomato. There are no additives or anything unnecessary in there. But also, do you not know the effects of tomato juice? Huh? I'm sure they're not even that big of a deal anyway. The nutrient lycopene is found in tomatoes. It has very strong antioxidant effects, and it's amazing for health, beauty, and diets. And also, GABA has qualities that can help with minimizing stress. Psst, antioxidant effects? Yeah, right. I have these super expensive fancy supplements, so I have no issues with that. What is with that guy? I was just trying to be nice and tell him about it. A little while after that, one day... This is really bad. The numbers from my last health checkup. How are my uric acid levels at 8 milliliters? At this rate, I'm going to end up with gout. Maybe I really need to take my diet more seriously. But what am I supposed to do? Oh, I know. That reminds me. That Hiroshi was saying that tomato juice is also really good for diet. Let's see here. Oh, there it is. Well then, what am I waiting for? Ugh, this is delicious. I'll have another. I didn't have a clue that this was happening, and I was just excited about drinking my tomato juice as I headed towards the break room. But, what? My tomato juice is missing! Not even one bottle's left! That's right, I had placed enough of a supply of tomato juice for a few days, without getting in the way of anyone else's fridge space, but I didn't see any bottles of my tomato juice anywhere. Hey, have you seen my tomato juice anywhere? Did you maybe drink it by accident? I asked around to all of my colleagues, but everyone just replied that they didn't know anything about my juice. Oh, this is a problem! That tomato juice, it was seriously expensive! Because I was importing it personally, I was spending quite a bit of money on it. With that being gone, both mentally and financially, it was very daunting. Not only that, but even after I restocked the fridge, my tomato juice continued to get taken by somebody.
Hiroshi, what are you doing?
I'm putting stickers with my name on it on all of the bottles.
That reminds me of being back in elementary school.
Watch and weep. If I'm doing this much, surely they'll know that it's my juice. Or so I thought, but the stickers were carefully peeled off and thrown in the trash can, and the culprit still took my tomato juice. Are you kidding me? They're not drinking it by mistake. They're clearly doing this with evil intentions. This is straight up theft! I couldn't drink my favorite tomato juice, so I was already lacking in GABA. I couldn't have the stress-reducing effects, and during work, I was getting irritated and getting completely distracted. Hey, Hiroshi! What is this paperwork? The numbers are all wrong here! I'm sorry. I'll go redo it immediately. Sheesh, you've been really slacking these days. I'm very sorry. I'll be more careful. This is all the tomato juice thief's fault too! On top of that, on another day, as usual, the tomato juice that I brought was nowhere to be found, and I was left with no other choice but to go to the convenience store and buy a different tomato juice. It's good, but it's just not the same. This is why store-bought products just aren't enough. That being said, I accepted that it was better than not drinking anything, but when I returned to the office, there seemed to be a commotion. What's going on here? When I asked my colleagues, I couldn't believe it, but apparently, the CEO had come to the office, and Taruyama was somehow directly negotiating the commercialization of a product. Sir, this tomato juice, we should wholesale it here and make it part of our business. Can you believe it? Compared to store-bought products, there's 10 times more lycopene and GABA inside. It's a really amazing tomato juice. Wow, 10 times! Is that so? That is indeed amazing. Who knew that there was a product like this overseas? Right? Well, sir, on a daily basis, I'm always researching various products for the future of this company. I see. I didn't know that you were so dedicated to this company, Taruyama. You're a leading example for the employees. Indeed I am. I'm the shining example of the employees. In regards to this tomato juice, we can discuss it more in depth at the next meeting. Please, that sounds great! Also, in the event that this does go well, I hope it's not to ask for a performance assessment. That's true. I'll certainly consider it. You're the greatest, sir! Wait a minute. Why are you trying to round up the conversation here? What the heck, Hiroshi? I'm talking to the CEO right now. Don't interrupt us. As if I would let that happen. That tomato juice, it's mine, isn't it? Why are you parading like it belongs to you? But also, that means you must be the thief who's been stealing and drinking it. Huh? What are you talking about? This is tomato juice that I personally imported myself from overseas. Sorry, I don't really understand what you're saying. The one who personally imported from overseas was me! Your name is Hiroshi, is that right? What are you suggesting right now? Sir, everything this guy is saying is all crap! I was the one that was bringing that juice to work, and Taruyama was stealing that and accusing people of being thieves. What an awful person you are. If you're going to say so much, then surely you have some kind of proof. What? Proof? Well, that's... Mr. Ohira, you shouldn't be speaking of your colleagues in this way. No, but that being said, sir... But also, Mr. Ohira, I've heard that recently you've been making a lot of mistakes in your work. Before you make outrageous accusations at others, why don't you make sure that the work you're being given is done properly? But sir... Well, that's that. So you can keep those little comments to yourself. When I saw Taruyama's filthy smirk, all of my anger until now exploded! Damn it! I'm definitely going to get you back for this! That being said, I really didn't know how I could actually get him back. But then... What's this?
Oh, you noticed it? Well, I knew you would. Apparently it has fat-burning effects, and it's good for your health. I got carried away and bought some.
This is it! Hey, Monami! Would you mind sharing some of this with me?
I mean, sure, but are you trying to burn fat or something?
And so, a few days later, in the meeting room, we were having a planning meeting with the CEO and other directors present. Well, tomatoes are especially high in lycopene and vitamins, as well as this nutrient called GABA. Well, let's leave the details for now. And please, try it for yourself, sir. If you have about a sip, I'm certain that you'll understand what I'm talking about. Let's see then. What on earth is this? It was so spicy that it changed my voice! What am I supposed to understand about this? How dare you make me drink such a thing? What? But that shouldn't be. Well then, you drink it! Okay, I will.
So spicy! Why is it so great? This is painfully spicy! What is this? What's going on here?
After drinking the tomato juice, Taruyama's lips swelled up bright red, and he was crying in agony. But of course he was. How is it? How does it taste? My homemade juice.
Hiroshi, you bastard! What have you done?
What do you mean? I ran out of tomato juice, so instead, I filled up a bottle with tabasco and brought it to work. That's all. But, well, since somebody kept stealing my bottles, you know.
Tabasco? How dare you make me and the CEO drink such a thing?
Well, I had no intention whatsoever of making you drink anything. All I did was store the juice I brought from home in the company fridge. That's all.
Why did you have Hiroshi's juice in your hands, Toriyama? That's... well...
Who knows? I can only assume that perhaps he was stealing someone else's belongings from the fridge.
What? Theft is very much a crystal clear crime! Is that what you were doing, Toriyama?
Not only that, but this is something I personally imported, and yet you were bragging about it as though it was your own credit, weren't you?
That's not true, sir! This is all a misunderstanding!
I was threatened to stay quiet by Toriyama, but I actually saw him stealing Hiroshi's juice from the fridge.
You! I told you not to tell anyone, didn't I? Well, Toriyama, why don't you explain to us exactly what's going on here? No, you can... I can explain all of this... Enough! Don't make any excuses! It's pathetic!
After that, Toriyama was given quite the earful from the CEO. They launched an investigation and found out that other than the things in the break room refrigerator, Toriyama was stealing multiple other office supplies. As far as toilet paper, with additional crimes just piling up, Toriyama was eventually fired. Also, because of the tabasco the other day, he unfortunately got hemorrhoids, and I heard that he can't sit in a chair normally anymore. Because he can no longer sit in an office chair, I heard that he's struggling to find a new job. Well, perhaps tabasco is effective for a diet in small amounts, but after taking in such a large amount at once, I can only imagine the damage it did to his behind.
Damn it! I hate tomato juice! Screw tomato juice!
On the other hand, in the end, the tomato juice in question was in fact taken in by our company and released to great reviews for its taste and health benefits. It had a huge impact on our company as well, and as the catalyst for that growth, I was given a promotion. Manami was also thrilled that the delicious tomato juice would be easier to get and drink. I plan on continuing to work hard for my health, both at home and at work. Thank you for watching all the way till the end. Don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. And if you have time, please check out our other videos as well. Alright then, see you next time. Bye.